92. So we'll see what happens, folks. Well, here's some other news that I've been taking a look around the NHL cobwebs of all the rumors around the world. The Vincent Lecavalier saga continues. According to the Spectre Hockey, basically, Sportsnet.ca, Mike Borfree reports that the Tampa Bay Lightning captain Vincent Lecavalier laughed off a recent speculation that he could be traded before his contract kicks in July 1st. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. What I'm hearing, it looks like LA, they're serious about Vincent Lecavalier. We'll just have to see what the Leafs do. If the Leafs are willing to give up Luke Schenn, that might kick the tires for the LA Kings. Say if the Leafs don't give up Luke Schenn in that deal that Tampa Bay want to get Tavares, right? Say if they say no, and Tampa Bay keeps their pick, they draft Tavares, second-round pick overall, I feel that the LA Kings will pull in, throw a bunch of young, good players in a deal to acquire Vincent Lecavalier. The big names I'm hearing is Jack Johnson, a few other young players would be heading there. Maybe Frolov. They might throw in as a throw-in player. They'd be going for Lecavalier. So that would be a huge deal. But you can't rule out Montreal Canadiens. They still want to get Vincent Lecavalier. They still have a package of good young prospects in their farm system that they could pull this deal off. They still have Chris Higgins. They still own his rights. They could always trade his rights and throw him in a deal to acquire Vincent Lecavalier. But hey, you never know. Sometimes in the game of hockey, you see some of these moves and they never, come to fruition. So, anything's possible. It's just a rumor. And according to the TBO.com, Eric Larson suggests that the Lightning general manager Brian Lawson, the general manager of the Tampa Bay Lightning, may be tipping his hand on the draft pick. I don't know. I don't know who he's going to draft. He might draft Tavares. He might draft Hedman. If Hedman's there, I think the Islanders are going to basically get Hedman, Tavares, or Matt Duchene. Matt Duchene could be Tampa Bay's pick. You never know. It's a toss-up. Who would have thought that John Tavares would be number 2 pick overall? I thought he was going to be number 1. But, your stock can fall. It's the same thing happened to Jason Spezza a few years ago. I think back in 2001. He was supposed to be the number 1 pick overall, and he turned out to be the number 2 pick overall. So, that's what happens, He turned out to be a great player, but he has never been a great playoff player. Some people think he's a soft player. I think he is too. He hasn't lived up to expectations that his team has set forth for him. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe he might get traded in the offseason. If he doesn't, Ottawa has a lot of hope. They have a lot of belief. And there's rumors. Well, we go back to the Ottawa saga. Take a look here. There's rumors that former Ottawa goaltender Ray Emery, that played in the KHL last season, is going to probably sign with the Ottawa Senators in the next couple weeks. 1-year deal at $1.5 million. So it looks like Marty Biron will be a free agent this offseason. He wants about $5 million per season, and I know Ottawa is not going to spend that much money on a goalkeeper. But I'm hearing that the Colorado Avalanche are interested in Marty Biron. I don't know why, but I guess they are interested in him. They have 2 good goalies in Peter Budaj and Andrew Raycroft. It looks like they're not going to bring back Andrew Raycroft. It looks like they want to bring in, a more established goalkeeper and Martin Biron. So we'll see what happens. He's more established, more experienced, and he knows what it takes to win a big hockey game. I was surprised that the Colorado Avalanche named their coach this week, and it's Joe Sacco. I don't know what Joe Sacco could do for this team. I think they should have named Patrick Waugh the coach and general manager, but the thing is, Patrick Waugh turned them down. That kind of sucks. They brought in some no-names. Joe Sacco was a good hockey player. I saw him play in his career. They brought in some no-name general manager and Jeff Sherman. Sorry to say Jeff, but you haven't been at the pinnacle as a general manager. You don't have the experience as the rest of the general managers club that would come. So, hey, that's just the way it is. Okay, here's another story brewing in the Mercury News, basically the San Jose, California newspaper. So according to the MercuryNews.com, David Pollack reports that San Jose Sharks general manager Doug Wilson denied a report that in the Toronto Sun that claiming that Marleau wouldn't be traded wouldn't be traded, saying he hasn't said that to anyone, including Bruce Garriock. Well, Bruce Garriock's one of the most controversial guys in the business of reporting trades and rumors. But we'll see what happens here. The column also suggests that Pollock's connected with Garriock, who said that his source... Well, that's pretty much they said that they won't trade Joe Thornton or Dan Boyle. But you know what? What I'm hearing, there's a possibility this is a trade I would do at the draft, the entry draft end of June. Trade Joe Thornton straight up for Vincent LeCavalier. That would be a perfect trade for both teams. Both teams would win. Both players are some of the best centers in the NHL right now. They're both around the same age. The contracts are about similar. Thornton's is a little bit lesser than Vincent Cavier's. Vincent Cavier's is slated with 11-year deal. Thornton's is a 6-year contract. He's entering the 5th year of the deal. So, in the end, this would be a perfect deal for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Affordable, cheap contract for them. Going for it. It's not 11 years. It'll cost them an arm and a leg, and they're facing an ownership struggles right now with Oren Koulis and Len Barry. But who knows? They're looking for new investors. And you look at the Arizona situation with the Phoenix Coyotes. It looks like bankruptcy court. I think tomorrow we will hear what the judge is going to do. There's a potential 4 more buyers looking to buy this team. Jerry Reinsdorf is interested in buying this team. But I personally think that Jimbo Silly will get this team. He has the most money in the end, and he's willing to pay the most money to get this team. And I predict that this team will be in Hamilton either this season or the next season after. I'll probably say 1 more year in Arizona, then leave, take the team, relocate the team to Hamilton, and that's what I feel it's going to happen with the Phoenix Coyotes. Okay, we move on to today's rumors. It's looking like Philip Kessel is looking for a big pay raise, but I don't think he's going to get it. I feel that Phil Kessel is going to be traded at the entry draft, maybe for a number 3 pick, 2nd round pick overall, because he's too expensive for the Boston Bruins. They say they only have $6 million in cap available space, so they have quite a few players to resign. They resigned David Krejci. They want to bring back Brian Butts and PJ Axelson, and they have Stefan Yell they have to resign. So I think the odd guy out could be Phil Kessel. You look at Michael Ryder, I think he might be left out, and Marco Sturm. I heard a rumor that he might be getting traded, and other rumors coming out today. Jay Bouwmeester is still starting to heat up between the Western Conference teams like Edmonton Oilers, Vancouver Canucks, Calgary Flames. He wants to go out west. That's what I'm hearing. In other news, it's not too much really going on right now, folks. It's pretty much all restricted free agents. Francois Beauchemin, there's talk that he might go to Toronto, but we'll see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'll have to keep my eye on it. So, folks, keep on watching the Stanley Cup playoffs. I think it's going to be good. You look at Pittsburgh, they're looking hungry. I feel they'll win on Tuesday night. Not tonight, it's Monday night. Today's Monday. But I feel that the Pittsburgh Penguins will win on Tuesday. I think they'll win, and they'll push to 7 games, and whoever wins the Stanley Cup. I feel Detroit will win it at home, but anything can happen. I've been proven many, many times. I've lost countless bets on teams winning or losing. But in the end, it's just a game. Enjoy the Stanley Cup final, folks. Enjoy Tuesday's game between the Detroit Red Wings and the Pittsburgh Penguins. It should be another entertaining game for everybody at home to watch. So long, everyone. This is the one, the only Mark Spencer for the NHL Review Playoff 09 edition. Stanley Cup. See you later, everybody. Enjoy the games.